seen anything like that.
No good. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone. He's going into the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
It's Davey Mac Sports, where we talk the sports and other things like knives. Roy Harder here, and I was trying to butter up the boss the other day, so I decided to buy a boss set of steak knives. Then I realized that I'm self-employed. Man, I hate having schizophrenia, but I love my new steak knives. Anyway, here's your host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Roy. A beautifully frightening and disturbing introduction as always. It's Davey Mac Sports. I'm Eastside Dave. Roy Harder is with me. The great Robert O produces and directs. Special guest tonight. Let's get right to him. He's a big star. Daniel Bobo Kurlan.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here live from the Stevie Lou Studios in the Brooklyn and Queens border.
He is live from Stevie Lou Studios, Roy Harder, because Bo does not have a computer or a working phone. So he goes to his pal, Stephen Lewis's house, the great comedian, and he does the show from there. And the first thing I've noticed, my little Mets fan, I'm a Yankees fan.
Hey, Bo.
Bo's a Mets.
Bo, real quick, if Stevie Lou
Yeah.
of the Stevie Lou Studios is there, could you tell him that we didn't realize you were going to yell this episode and we need to lower your gain by 4?
Lower your gain by
We need to lower it again by 4.
Needs to lower the game by 4. Bo, I see you. You got something on your face. Did you
Yep,
get
that's
you have
right.
some dirt? You
No,
have
because-
dirt right here. What?
Whenever the Rangers are in the playoffs, I grow a playoff beard.
Oh, I've got one of those.
Except you haven't supported a sports team in your entire 62 years on planet Earth.
I
Yeah,
grew
yeah.
this for the Cosmos when they were in the soccer championship back in 1986.
The Cosmos. Bo,
Remember
do
that?
you know? I know who the fucking Cosmos. Bo, do you know who the Cosmos are?
Yep, I remember them. That's the team Pele played for at one
That's
point.
right. Very good.
Excellent. Now, where were the home games of the Cosmos?
The home games were at Old Giant Stadium, I call it.
Boom!
Wow. Impressive.
Old Giant Stadium is where the Cosmos played. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
But so Bo, you have a playoff beard for the Mets?
For the Rangers.
Oh, for the Rangers. The
They're in
Rangers
the Stanley Cup.
come back from 3-1 down to defeat the Pittsburgh Penguins in Game 7 in overtime. You have got to be on cloud 9, Lil Bo.
Yep, I am so excited about that. Big overtime goal by Ante Panarin, the bread man, in overtime. I won about $200 on that game series, by the way.
Now
Wow.
you call him the bread man because his name is Panarin?
Well, his nickname is the bread man.
Why is that? Because of the Panarin last name?
Yeah, I think the Panarin last name sounds too similar to Panera Bread.
All right. Now, do you think the Mets are going to make the playoffs, Bo? They're in first place in the NL East.
I have a feeling we're gonna make the playoffs. That was just a blip on the radar. That series lost yesterday. By the way, fuck you, Jesse Winker, trolling us.
Excuse me. Can you elaborate? You just said you gave a middle finger and said "fuck you" to who is that? The guy on the thing who was talking some shit against the Mets?
A player that's trolled us in the past. Every time he makes plays against us and hits home runs against us on the Mariners, named Jesse Winker. Ever since he was on Cincinnati, he kind of trolled us when he's down.
Okay. Well, listen, Bo. I want to get to some controversy, and it's in-house controversy here. Davey Mac Sports controversy. Before the program, Bo was talking to me, and he said, What time is Roy Harder getting here, Dave, man? I got things to do. I got to fucking, he's kind of like the Penguin. He's got to rob a bank with the Joker and the Riddler later on. So he's wondering, and the last 3 weeks, you've been late. And Bo noticed, and Bo called you out. Controversy ensues. Roy Hart.
Yep, Roy pulled a flutesy.
Well, by full flutesy. That's right. So here's the situation. For the past, 20 episodes or so, I've been signing in at 6:45 sharp, right to Robert's thing. Now, when Robert doesn't allow me in, I have to wait. Looking at a blank screen. So I said, fuck these guys. From now on, I'm going to sign in at 6:50, 5 minutes later. And that's when I expect everyone to be there. So sure enough, 6:50 rolls around, and I get an immediate text from Dave. Where the hell are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just about to hit the button. And I was right there. Wasn't I, David?
You were there, but I mean, Bo noticed.
Let me tell you something, Roy. Yeah. I always show up 20 minutes before my job.
See? He's got class. He's got respectable. He's responsible. 20 minutes before his job. That's when Bo shows up.
Yep, that's when I show up and I clock in.
What?
I clock in.
You clock
you clock in early?
Hold on. I'm trying to do jokes over here. Did you say cock in?
I said clock in.
You said cock.
I said clock in.
You said you cock in.
Well, some women overseas. That my spank videos are a hit overseas.
Okay.
How far overseas are we talking about?
Somewhere the other side of the Pacific Ocean, right?
All right.
There's a videos, big American cock.
All right, we've got a show to do, cock in. Jesus. All right, so you promise to be a little bit more punctual?
Yes. For Bobo's sake, I promise I will be punctual. From now on, I'm going to sign in 4 minutes earlier. From now on.
Now, Roy, I don't know if you know, but Albert Poo-holes is back, the classic St. Louis Cardinals first baseman. He had gone from the Cardinals to the Angels for the past 10 years, but because of the universal DH, they added the DH to the National League this year. Since now you can be a DH in the NL, the Cardinals brought back Poo-holes for what should be his final season, and last night was really fun. Poo-holes not only went 2 for 3, but Roy, at the end of the game, because the Cardinals were blowing them out, Poo-holes came in pitched.
Wow. So Poo-holes was blown out, huh?
And so what I'm saying about this is did you know that he's like the first guy since Babe Ruth? They're the only 2 players that have 600 home runs and also pitch. You got Babe Ruth and Albert Poo-holes. Oh, I get it. Bo's laughing because of his name. You see, Roy, it's a Spanish name, P-U-J-O-L-S. But see, in Latin, that J is silent. So even though it's P-U-J-O-L-S, it's pronounced Poo-holes. Bo? Bo. Poo-holes, Bo. Bo. In the butt. Bo. Poo-holes. Who comes out of your holes? Poo-holes. Holes, Bo. Poo-holes. Poo-holes. Right there. That's where it comes out of, Bo. Poo-holes, Bo. Bo, ever play air guitar with a dog? Watch this. I got my money on you. Look at that, Bo. Bo, ACDC Thunderstruck. You've been thunderstruck. Poo-holes, Bo. Shit comes out of your ass, Bo. The poo comes out of your fucking hole. You ever had shit come out of your holes, Bo?
Yep.
Yeah. Poo-holes.
I was gonna grab my was going to grab my dog and do a little air guitar solo with you. Maybe we could have done the Hotel California solo.
If you get your dog to do, I will do Hotel California with you if you want to do it. So a lot of things are happening. I got to mention one thing. I watched a lot of the NBA basketball last night. This is Davey Mac Sports, after all, and I watch it all with a lot of focus on baseball, basketball, and football because I was watching the NBA. Chris Paul of the Phoenix Suns, you will never win an NBA championship. You are a choke artist. You brought nothing. You and Devin Booker, my respect and admiration for both Chris Paul and Devin Booker has plummeted in what was the single worst Game 7 effort. I'm not fucking talking about the goddamn score of the game. I'm talking about effort. You can't be the point guard, the point god, which is what Chris Paul goes by, and you can't be thought of as this legend, and you go out and you're down by 30 at fucking halftime, and then in the second half, the lead actually expanded from there for the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks got out to, in the second half, they built it up to a 46-point lead.
Wow.
There was no competitiveness. Like, I have seen teams go out there and lose tough Game 7s. I've seen teams shit the bed. I've seen the Bill Buckner through the legs and this and that. I've never seen a team who's at home with their home fans give nothing, no effort whatsoever. And for a while, I had been on the Chris Paul bandwagon. I see him as a basketball version of John Elway. I wanted the whole, he hasn't won an NBA championship. He's 37 years old. And like Elway getting that Super Bowl, all those years ago against the Packers when he got back to the Super Bowl at 37 or 38. I saw this very similar scenario for Chris Paul. Difference, John Elway wins the fucking game, competes. John Elway against the Green Bay Packers was diving headfirst, getting hit, and being a fucking helicopter. Chris Paul, nothing. Didn't want any part of that Game 7 and flat out choked. That is a choke job. Choking doesn't mean that you have a bad game. Choking means the moment is too big for you and you shrink. This fucking guy disappeared. His first bucket was in the second half, when at that point the Dallas Mavericks were leading the fucking Phoenix Suns by 42 points.
Wow.
That was a disgraceful performance by Chris Paul. Hey, bro, point guard, think again. I'm out.
Dave, man.
I used to be a Chris Paul fan. Okay, I respect the guy. You got to win a championship now. Otherwise, you're just another player. Yeah, you're an all-star. Yep, you're going to go in the Hall of Fame. You're a good player. Hey, Chris Paul, there is no difference between you and John Stockton. And that's got to drive you fucking bonkers. Because everyone seems to think Chris Paul is a zillion times better than John Stockton. Well, just like John Stockton, you haven't won shit either. And John Stockton at least got to 2 NBA finals. You've only been to 1. And and you were the number 1 seed this year, and you get beat by you're down by 30 at halftime. In the second half, it's a 46-point deficit like Game 7 on your court in Phoenix. That's a goddamn disgrace. Roy Harder, I want you to shizer the shit out of Chris Paul right fucking now.
Shizer! Shizer! You're the one that we despise!
Dave, man.
Thank you.
Dave, remember
Yes.
the infamous Mamba trade?
What's the Mamba trade?
Where they denied Chris Paul going from the Hornets to the Lakers because it would make the Lakers too good. Adam Silver did it.
Yep.
Do you think if he had played with Kobe, Kobe would have won as many championships? Because I honestly think he's too selfish of a player and he doesn't have the heart like Kobe did. Would have created cancer in the locker room and they wouldn't have brought home a ship. What do you think?
That's a great question. And I think that there is a chance that Kobe would have not won those 2 rings post-Shaq. Kobe, of course, had the 5 rings. With Shaq, he had 3. And then on his own with Pau Gasol and a few others, he got the 2. If you're saying Chris Paul was going to join that team, no, yeah, there's a chance that Kobe wouldn't have gotten those rings. And because Chris Paul now, in my opinion, legitimately shrinks in the big moment. He chokes in the big moment. Now the Chris Paul legacy is can't get it done in the clutch. Sorry, Chris Paul, and sorry, NBA fans, that you hate hearing this shit, but it's the case. Chris Paul, choke artist, highly overrated. I don't fucking care about a goddamn point guard who gives me 10 assists a game when they won't shoot in game 7 and their first bucket is in the second half. What the fuck is that? You didn't want to play. Bo, what's your feeling on this, Bo?
Chris Paul probably needs to not fuck women the night before a game 7.
Oh,
The rule of thumb: you don't get laid before the big game. Save it for after you win it all.
You're right.
how do you know he was getting laid before after the games? How do you know before the games?
I hear fooling around before a game can affect your level of play.
Wait. Are you breaking this story? By the way, Bo is an official. He's the first official frequent now Davey Mac Sports contributor, because we have told people, the Chris Stanleys and the Floatsies and the Stevies, and they will be back. Bo is the first time to make a multiple appearance, and it's because of things like this. You're breaking news right here on Davey Mac Sports. You're giving us an exclusive sports story that Chris Paul had a terrible game 7 because he was fucking too much before the game. He was having sex too much before the game. That's an exclusive that you're willing to break right here.
Yep, that's right.
That's right. You're like the Adam Schefter of Davey Mac Sports. And just like Adam Schefter, everything you say is complete bullshit. There's not a truth to any of it, is there?
Well, I can tell you it's definitely true because I've heard it happen before. I've heard people talk about athletes that were fooling around that have choked, including, well, I have to say it kind of did work in our favor once historically with athletes fooling around before a big game. Remember Tony Romo fooled around with Jessica Simpson?
Well, he dated her, Bo. Bo. Men and women are allowed to date each other. You're assuming that just because Tony Romo dated a famous country singer, that he was literally fucking her on the 50-yard line, 2 minutes before kickoff. This is
it was days before the game.
Well, days before the game, Bo. You think a guy can't recuperate from that?
Well, if it's too close to the game, you kind of need. You can't really be fooling around.
When is the last time an athlete? And by the way, just so that the audience knows, and I'm not trying to make fun, have you ever had sex with a woman? Just answer that question, and then I'm going to go on and talk to you about something else. Have you?
I have. Not often, but I have.
When was this? Last year, you told me you were a virgin still.
I take low-key trips to the South. That's all you need to know.
He takes low-key trips to where?
The South.
The South, David. Wink, wink. He goes downtown. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what does that mean? You take trips to the South. Is it prostitution in the South, or?
No, just a Southern girl. Southern girl who's anonymous, but.
You don't have to dime out everybody. Well,
does she have an Asian? Does she have an Asian accent, Bobo?
She has a Southern accent.
Bo, so let's set the table. You're the Mets starting shortstop. Yes, I know. We're really playing with fantasy land. We're doing some sort of psychedelic bullshit scenario that would never happen in a zillion years. You couldn't play fucking shortstop on a goddamn wiffle ball team. But nonetheless, say you're playing shortstop for the Mets. And your girlfriend, or the Southern girl, who, you see sometimes, she comes up. She wants to hang out with you. You have a game on Saturday, game 1 of the World Series. When is the last time you're allowed to have sexual intercourse with this person so that you're going to be 100% for game 1 of the World Series? If it was on Saturday, what day would you be allowed to have sex? The last day.
The deadline is 3 days before the game, if you ask me.
So Wednesday.
Yep, exactly.
Sounds fair to me.
I'm a little behind on the lingo, Dave, man. What is Southern? What type of retard is that code for?
Oh my God!
It's nothing. She's a Southerner. She's from.
Does she have disabilities? Is what we need to know. Is this a Kurt Cobain montage of heck situation where you're trapping a retarded girl in the basement and you're fucking her. That's what Kurt Cobain did.
Nope, she's perfectly fine. Blue collar worker like myself.
All right, she's perfectly fine, Robert. She's a blue collar worker.
Wait, what was Kurt Cobain doing? What? This is news to me, Dave.
Oh, you got to watch montage of heck. It's an HBO documentary.
Who
and Kurt
directed this,
Cobain, when he
Bobo?
was like 15 or 16 years old, kind of got like a girl who was like, had mental disabilities, and I believe he banged her because he wanted to lose his virginity that bad. See, it was disturbing shit.
That's pretty disturbing. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it was.
I'll never listen to a Nirvana song the same ever again.
That's funny because after hearing that story, I actually bought 5 Nirvana albums. I gave him credit.
Is that why I hear Bo humming "It Smells Like Teen Spirit" all the time?
Is that what it is, Bo? You can't fucking go 3 days without humming that goddamn song.
Nope. That's just because I listen to classic rock.
Bo, best Nirvana song. Go right now. You're on the button. Best Nirvana song. And you can't say the one that Robert just said. That one's now disqualified. Go.
No, I had to say Heart-Shaped Box. That's a classic.
Whoa! Ooh. That's like show, Bo. Little heart-shaped box. Hey, way, I got a real complaint. Whatever the dip. All right. Good job, Bo. Now, that's my deal with Chris Paul. That was a fucking disgusting disgrace of Game 7 basketball, unlike I've ever seen. I've never seen a clutch player or a player who is deemed a living legend just totally choke so badly under the spotlight. That was an embarrassment. So the other game yesterday was Bucks Celtics. And the Celtics defeated the defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. They sent Giannis and company packing. It's a really good team. And so the Celtics and Miami Heat will be matching up. You can see Jason Tatum and Jimmy Butler right there on your screen. Bo, who do you like? Now that we got our NBA Final Four, Celtics Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. Who do you like in that matchup?
Well, this one, I don't have any rooting interest because my Knicks didn't make it, but because my dad was a Boston Celtics fan when he was alive, God bless my dad's soul, I'm going to say the Celtics are going to win this one.
Boston Celtics, Roy Harder. You like the Celtics or the Miami Heat in this scenario?
It was either you said the Heat or the Celtics.
That's right.
And Bobo says the Celtics.
Yes.
Well, then I say the Heat, David.
Oh, Bo! Ever since you tried to dime out Roy for being late, you compared him to Flutzy. He has hated your fucking guts. Did you hear him right there? He went right against you. Now, the Western Conference Finals will be your Dallas Mavericks versus the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green back in the Western Conference Finals. Pretty exciting. Bo, who do you like, Warriors or the Dallas Mavericks?
This one, I'm going to say the Golden State Warriors are going to win this one in 7 games because a tech expert helped me with something on my computer.
Oh.
Who lives in the Bay Area.
Oh, someone from San Francisco. So you're based on that, you're going to go with the Warriors.
Yeah, because that person was very helpful with setting up something.
All right. Well, that I know, but you understand that's a crazy statement for a sports
prediction. But I also
prediction.
think the Warriors are going to win this because they have experience. They have been there before.
Yeah.
They know how to play in big games.
They do. That's what you should have led off with, rather than some fucking IT guy help you out on UJIS.
It's a double it's a 2 reasons.
All right, fine.
Well,
Roy.
He had some pictures of Southerners he had to clean off of his computer.
You did, you dirty dog. You dirty Southern loving dog. Roy Harder, who's going to win that?
I'll go with the Celtics on this one because Bobo doesn't want them to win.
No. This is the Warriors, okay, versus the Dallas Mavericks. This is
the Western definitely Conference. Warriors. Come on.
So you're agreeing with Bo now. You're giving up on your gimmick.
Oh,
you should go with the Mavericks.
I'm going to go with the Mavericks.
Oh, my God, Bo.
I'm sorry.
That's the second time he disagreed with you, and he didn't even need prompting from me.
Yeah.
That's how much anger he has for you ever since you called him Flutzy and called him tardy.
All I can say is don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
I love it. I mean, that's a bumper sticker. It's a cliche. I'm not sure if the timing was right on that at all.
It's a great classic quote by
It's a great classic quote that
by an Attitude Era wrestler by the name of Booker T.
All right. It's a great classic quote that had no time or place for what we were discussing right now. That's all I'm saying. Use your cliches when they make sense. Let's just move on. Bo, it's been a long time, my friend, since I've seen you, and we've put you under interrogation. And based on your behavior tonight, you need to be put under interrogation. You've been off the rails, and both me and Roy, maybe even Robert O, we're all suspecting you of drug use. You're unshaven now, okay? You've been saying random things. You've been shouting out, don't hate the player, don't hate the game, randomly. And me, Roy, and Robert are concerned that you might be on drugs. All right? So it's time for interrogation. You know how this works. We just try to get to the bottom of stuff.
Okay.
Please state your name and your penis size.
My name is Daniel Bobo Kurlan. When non-erect, my penis is about 3.5. When it's erect, it's about 4 3/3 inches.
All right. Did you get a ruler to measure?
I may have had a female medical student who had during a urology thing that asked me how. I asked her if she could give me a gauge of how big it is.
Holy
Something
shit.
when I was in high school, I was in doubt of how big my
Roy, that was supposed to be just a quick little first question for interrogation.
Question.
And we just
I
learned,
know. You're going to have to fucking go through these pretty quick, David. There's a lot.
Please state where you are located right now and how many times you masturbate per month.
All right, where I currently am right now broadcasting from is Brooklyn, New York. I have masturbated about 15 times this month.
I said per month, an average.
Average is about like 20 times a month.
Wait, hold on. What?
Today is the 16th, Bobo. So what day did you not masturbate?
Today.
I've lost track. Maybe it may have been the last time I didn't masturbate was Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
So how many masturbations do you average per month?
Usually I average 20.
20. Very healthy. If I could arrange you to make out with Met first baseman Pete Alonso, would you?
Well, especially the fact that the senator wants to see it happen, I'd say, yeah, I'll do it.
You'd make out with Pete Alonso, the polar bear?
Yeah, she wants to see it happen, so I'll make her wish come true. Get to see.
Oh.
Who is this? Your girlfriend wants to see you make out with Pete Alonso, the Met first baseman?
Yeah, supposedly.
So she wants like a threesome with you and another fucking swinging dick, another 4.5-incher.
Yeah, exactly.
She wants a
So she's
threesome
into
minus
what?
one.
Fisticuffs?
I don't know. She loves the Pete.
I mean, what was the term? Finger cuffs. Is she into finger cuffs?
She's into stuff. She's
Okay.
into stuff.
Okay, hey, look. It's interrogation. If I could arrange, you know what? I'm going to move on from that one. Bo, who has a bigger head? You or Mr. Met?
Mr. Met definitely has a bigger head based on the fact that it probably would be difficult for him to get onto an airplane.
Okay, because I heard that the two of you guys have the same hat size. You're both around 12.5.
Actually, he wears a hat size smaller than his head, I believe.
Okay. Fair enough. Bo, how many times in your life have you stolen? Don't lie.
Three times, and it was because the LIRR guy did not ask to check my ticket on on a ride on the LARR.
And what were the other 2 times?
It was also on the on the LARR.
You stole 3 rides? You've stolen 3 rides from the Long Island Railroad?
And one on the Metro North back in when I was 19 years old.
You also stole my heart, Bobo. So chalk that one up there.
Does that make you
And
feel
I
good?
did one New Jersey Transit.
Hey, Bo, does that make you feel good the way Roy just said that? Because this episode makes me feel like there's a little gay there. And by the way, as they say on Seinfeld, not that there's anything wrong with that. We don't care. But there's this episode, I am now feeling like you're okay with, sucking a little dick.
I'm straight, but if a girl, if I made the right offer,
right?
Yeah, if you need the money,
right?
Need the money.
Oh, so you're a male prostitute? So you're
the prostitute is more of an occupation. It's just more of a if the side job, and if the girl asks for it,
Oh my God, Bo! So wait a second. So if your girlfriend said, "Hey, Bo, you know what'd be really hot? I want to see you get fucked by the Knicks tonight, the New York Knickerbockers. I want every single member of the Knicks to fuck you. That'd be hot. You'd allow that?"
I'd take it just for her. Just for her.
All right, Bo.
It's Dave. I think with Bobo, 1 or 2 questions for this would have been plenty of material. You would have been like, no problem.
Bo, we only got 3 left. Have you ever thought of lighting your boss at UPS on fire?
Not that boss, but there is a boss from the past, at a past job. I used to work at a beer distributor. That boss would underpay me so many times. He even still owes me from a past paycheck.
Wow.
All right, Bo, what animal do you think is the sexiest?
I would say a mountain lion.
A mountain lion you find sexy?
Yeah, it's a majestic animal.
It's a cougar.
Yeah, they're cougars. They're majestic.
And finally, Bo, ever thought about snowballing Keith Hernandez? That's where you have cum in your mouth and you make out with another person. I would assume it would be Keith's cum after you sucked him off, and then you make out with Keith with the cum on both of your on your playoff beard and Keith's mustache.
I've never thought of that, but if my girl asked me and Keith to rub facial hair, I would do it just for her.
And that's Bobo Interrogation.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
It's a lot to unpack there.
I know. That is the single most controversial interrogation we have ever had in our entire lives. That was horrifying.
Very horrifying, David. I'm going to have to watch that one back.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Bo, did you hear that Jerry Jones was in a car accident in Dallas? What they're not talking about is that the area that 85-year-old the Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones, what the 85-year-old Jerry Jones, what they're not talking about is that the place where he was in a car accident was on Harry Hines Highway in Dallas. And apparently all of the people from Dallas the next day essentially said, this is the location to get prostitutes.
Yeah.
It's the only place. That is the only reason why you'd be on Harry Hines. There was the crash, I guess.
Yeah.
And everyone is saying, yeah, he was 85-year-old Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones was definitely looking to get some action.
Well, since I know he's really old, and I have heard that Viagra causes a side effects that may cause color problems with your vision, not being able to see that the colors correctly, like things might look too bluish,
right? But
his vision may have been impaired by some Viagra that he needed in order to fuck those prostitutes.
Wow, excellent analysis. And even if his vision wasn't affected by Viagra, it was probably affected by looking at big titties on Harry Hines Highway as you're driving a car. And then,
exactly.
you're driving and then smash. That's what happens, Bo. And that's why you got to be careful with your UPS driving exams. I know you failed 17 times because like Jerry Jones, you're always looking at Diddy. Okay. You got to keep it, focused from time to time. All right.
Yeah. All right.
I remember once I rented a car down in Florida, and I had a little fender bender on Orange Blossom Trail in Orlando. And I brought the car back, and the guy was like, "What were you doing? Looking at prostitutes?" And I was like, "How the hell did the guy know what I was doing there?" And sure enough, we were messing with the prostitutes. We didn't do anything, but we were just kind of throwing beer cans at him. But yeah, we had a car accident, and they knew it.
I'm related to a police officer around that area, so I know all about that neighborhood from what he's told me.
Really? You know where Roy is discussing? You know the location?
Yeah, I have a relative in Florida who's a couple of years removed from being a police officer in that area, Orange County.
Look at this, Roy.
Yeah,
Bo is on to you. Bo, no.
And my uncle, who used to be a police officer, said go to this area, and that's where you meet Southerners.
Well, actually, I didn't meet her there, but I have gone on ride-alongs, and I have heard about how the different...
You've been on ride-alongs, like in cops, like they.
Yeah, I've been on a ride-along, and I have seen and I did hear about how the different things that they encounter in certain areas.
Did you see any shit when you were on a ride-along?
I saw they had to chase a guy on foot. I also saw a guy get pulled over for speeding.
Did you help the police officers? Did you give after they put the cuffs on him, maybe a couple shots to the head for fun?
No, I had to sit. I was sitting in the cop car wearing a bulletproof vest.
You were wearing a bulletproof vest? I tell you what, I would have taken a stick out from one of the cops and said, "Hey, let me join in on the party." I would have given them a couple stick shots.
Yeah, mate. I didn't think of that. I forgot. Florida, yeah. You're allowed to carry a bit more in Florida.
Next time you do a ride along in South, bring like a stick, a bazooka, a gun, something, and then start killing people with the cops.
Yeah, might have to do that. Maybe appear in an episode of Cops.
You think that was a real suggestion? What I just said to you?
No.
Okay, no. Listen to me. Listen to me,
being
pal.
sarcastic here.
Listen to me, brother. That was a mental stability test. When you do a ride along with the police, you can't bring a fucking bazooka and start killing everyone. That was a mental stability test. You failed.
Great.
Comments?
What was a sarcastic act?
All right.
That was a sarcastic act that I was trying to say. Be over the top.
He's walking back his comments. He's using terms like that was a sarcastic act. I like it. I like you so much. You're one of my favorite Davey Mac Sports frequent contributors. Are you aware of this?
Yep, I'm aware of that.
Don't seem very excited though. I just fucking bared my soul to you, and you just gave me goddamn bunkus.
I'm excited about it.
Come on. I'm excited. Like, what is excited? Excited is I'm yelling, I'm effervescent, and I'm rubbing nips. Let's go.
You're excited. You're being extremely enthusiastic.
And
you're rubbing your nips.
You're supposed to be doing this. Don't you understand? I was coaching you how to get excited.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. You're sexually harassing Roy. Okay, Roy doesn't do this fucking show. So you could be sexually harassed. He could be sexually harassed by you. I think we got to wrap it up. But I mean, Robert, is there anything that this was one of the more controversial episodes of all time. I'm in shock about it. Robert.
I mean, I do have a question for Bo. On the ride along, did the cops say anything like they were making a wish come true?
Nope, not that I know of. They were legit doing.
Not that he's aware.
Doing their job.
Other than that, Dave, man, I think we got to most of it. Let me just give it a quick run through and make sure.
Not that I'm aware of.
There's a new commentator.
Who?
The quarterback rivalry continues between Tom Brady and Drew Brees.
Yeah, I saw that. Bro, fucking Brady, $370 million contract, more, $50 million more than he made as a player.
Isn't that just God bless America, baby?
Holy shit. And now Breeze, they're saying that Breeze might just want to fucking ditch NBC because, quite frankly, he wasn't really that great at it. He's boring. And I think NBC sees that, and maybe Breeze says, why don't I just go back to the Saints and play some football? Bo, opinion.
You should just walk out and take the money. No need to subject yourself to more concussion risk.
All right.
You got a lot of money.
Fair enough. How many concussions have you had in your life? I know I've had a couple. I fell down the steps at Fordham University.
I've never had a concussion per se. I had a near concussion overshooting on a slip and slide once.
Slip and slide concussion.
I overshot the slide.
Well, see, that's why I always tell you, Bo, you gotta set up your slip and slide on an open field. The problem is you always set it right in front of a brick wall, and then you go past, and boom, you slide past the goddamn fucking slip and slide. You're fucking yourself up. You gotta go a nice open field, plenty of space on the slip and slide. I never had that happen to me, and I played baseball.
Well, it is a slip and slide, so it's extra slippery. And I decided to go from a further distance. It was in a friend that had a big backyard.
I understand, but the thing is called slip and slide, not slip and slide and crash and fuck your head up and bleed all over the place. That's not on the box.
Well, there was no bleeding, but there was a bit of pain, and there was some kind of dizziness.
All right, there was dizziness, Roy.
But luckily, there was no concussion. It was sort of like borderline, but not concussion.
All right. Well, thank you. Your thoughts are on the record. I want to thank you for appearing on the show tonight from the Stevie Lou Studios.
Dave, man, I'm trying to save your attempts at winning the Beanie Cup. I think there's one other video you may have forgotten to discuss.
Oh, shit. Thanks, Robert. My mom competed. Beanie Mac won. She finished second in the national championships for senior Olympics.
Whoa,
This woman has battled some, the most serious health issue that a woman can battle last year, but she decided to keep swimming. She got a clean bill of health, a few months ago, kept swimming, kept training. She had to qualify in Jersey. She did. And then after qualifying in Jersey, she went down to Florida this morning. Boom. Silver medal. She's an Olympian. She's an Olympic medalist. Beanie Mac.
Congratulations, Beanie.
Congratulations, Mrs. McDonald. That's right.
Actually, Robert, do you have, I think I might have sent you something of her in the pool, but really, do you have the, yes, there we go. Hold on. Here's my mom singing Ethel Merman. Classic clip.
Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no
business like show. Bo, do you know that song?
Of course I know it. Ethel Merman.
Give us a little taste, and then you sing, and then Roy's gonna judge who was better, you or my mom.
There's no business like show business, like no business I know.
Oh my God, Roy, that was a little bit Elephant Man-ish, but go ahead. I don't want to influence the voting. Who was better at that song, my mom or Bo?
No offense, Bobo, you are good, but I'm going with the Olympian on this one.
Yeah, Beanie Mac. So Beanie Mac will win the 2022 Beanie Cup this year, the trophy that we've had for 32 years in our household. Basically based off the Stanley Cup trophy. And yes, in 32 years, I have yet to win a Stanley Cup. To go full circle, I am the Chris Paul of the McDonald family. I am the choke artist. I am the disgrace. I am the fucking loser who will never win a championship. Now we're going to say goodbye.
Wait, Dave. That might be the perfect example of you, but I think we've got the perfect example of something that would happen to Bobo, and that's that a team threw a no-hitter but still managed to lose.
Oh, yeah, the Cincinnati Reds have the worst record in baseball this year. They threw a no-hitter and lost the fucking game. And believe it or not, as a Yankees fan, I remember seeing this happen when the Yankees really fucking sucked in the late 80s, early 90s. Andy Hawkins, Yankee fans might remember, somehow got runners on first. They had a no-hitter, runners on first and second, lazy, routine fly ball to left field. Dan Pasqua, the Yankee left fielder at the time, drops the ball. Both runs score. Andy Hawkins threw a complete game no-hitter, and now the fucking Reds have done it. When you're throwing no-hitters and losing games, wrap up the season. Just like the Yankees in '89, whenever it happened, the Reds are horrendous this year. And that'll do it. That will do it. I want to thank you, Bo, for Roy, did you want to show something?
I did actually, David. I don't want to get off topic. I know how you dislike it when I derail the show, but I've been working on some artwork, and I've been making art that I'm going to be selling. That if anybody wants,
first of all, that thing is cool, the one with the shark. But where did you buy these?
I don't buy these. I make them. They're paint. This one's watercolor, and then there's a collage.
Roy, you look like you bought those on a flea market in Long Island.
No. I made these all myself. This is the one I went fishing last week.
Holy shit!
I caught a fish and I made this one.
I know, but Roy, last second fucking punch before the bell rings, he just fucking totally denied that you did that art yourself and said you bought them in a flea market in Long Island. You're gonna let this guy get away with this? What's the world coming to?
I'm selling these, David, $500 a pop. So if anyone wants to buy a Roy Harder original, get in touch, baby.
He's selling them for quite a lot more than he bought them.
Yeah. Bobo, you like this one, Bobo? Because I'll sell it to you for $1,000.
That's a pretty good deal, because someday those pictures will be bought by a documentary crew. That's it, catching the infamous Long Island killer / rapist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All of that will be evidence from a crime scene very shortly. Listen, we got to go. Bo, I love you. In all honesty, you are a truly special Davey Mac Sports frequent contributor. We love having you on. You brought the fire. And good luck with the Rangers. I'm a Yankees fan. I can't say good luck with the Mets, but good luck with the Rangers.
Also, check out my show on YouTube.
Yes.
New episodes drop every Thursday. Best Seat in the House podcast with me and my co-host, Robert Kramer. Also follow him on Twitter, KramerNY. And BZIT is our show, _podcast is our show's Twitter account. Also, like and subscribe to our YouTube account where we upload our episodes of the show.
I love it, Bo. Best Seats in the House. That's Bo's sports podcast. That's why he does the Davey Mac Sports, because we need his expertise. He's a brilliant sports analyst. Now, listen, Roy Harder, thank you very much.
Always a pleasure, David and Bobo.
Robert, thank you.
You're quite welcome, Dave. I think I'm at the Mohegan Sun with Kevin Brennan doing some guest spots this weekend. That's in the Pennsylvania.
Woo! The Pennsylvania Mohegan Sun. Go there this weekend to see Robert O, one of the great stand-up comedians of all time. And as for me, I'm Davey Mac, Eastside Dave. Make sure you're subscribing. We're now on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. All right, we're basically anywhere, AnySideDaveCountry.com, my website. Bo, thank you. Roy, thank you. Robert, thank you. I'm Davey Mac. Good night, everybody.